Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing good, everyone. Just get my chats all situated. Alrighty. We are looking good right now. What's up, Jenna? Aki without the Z, thank you for the 10 months. What's up, Zachy? Hope you're doing good. That name is fantastic, by the way. That might be the best name I've ever seen in my life. Aki without the Z. That is hilarious. We're at 201 kills with that one right there. How's everybody doing? Yo, what's up, Brody? Luke with the 24 months. Thank you, man. 24 months as a member on YouTube is crazy. Get this time changed real quickly. And we're on the main account today, guys. We have not started Season 3 of Great One Before Level 60 yet. The first video for it has to air, and then I'll be able to start streaming on that as well, you know? Like, I gotta do the introduction video before we can actually start grinding on it on stream. What's up, Slim Goat? It's got a Great One Fallow Fabled Painted Spoon Racked 497 kills, sending you the Great One luck. Thank you, Amanda. That's awesome. Congrats on your Great One. You'll love to see it. I didn't grab that Fallow over there. What am I doing? We're off to a great start. We're off to a great start. What graphics card do I have? I have a 4070. Appreciate it, Harley. How you doing? Zeb, thank you for the 1 month. Welcome back. Oh, nice, Jenna. Nice. Rokro, good to see you back. How you doing? I'm doing good, Zeb. I'm doing good. Happy to be back streaming. I know it's been a few days since we had a Call of the Wild stream with the power outages and stuff, and then after the power outages, having to get to recording to get videos done again. It's been a whole thing, man. It's been a whole thing, but we're back. We're back, and we're having fun again. Super, super excited to be back grinding. Has the ice gotten worse? Nah, most of it's pretty much melted. There's still a little bit here and there, but not a ton. There we go. Alright, so we got 3 in that zone. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Doing my Red Deer grind. Got 2 trolls today, 1 diamond. Got a piebald. Nice, dude. Nice. I smell a Great One. He smells like mocha. So you're predicting a fabled mocha. Okay, okay. I'd be down with that. I need me some more fabled mochas. Only got 1 of them as of now. How's the fam? Doing good, Logan. They're all doing quite well. Can more than 1 Great One be on the map at the same time? Yes, I have stacked Great Ones before. Up to, I think 4 whitetail at once was the most I ever got it up to before I killed them all off. If you did get a Great One today, what is the combination that I want? Fabled Mocha Typical would be the one that I would want the most. But honestly, anything that's Fabled Mocha or anything that has the Typical rack, I'll be happy with. Hey, Huckabuck, what's up, dude? Oh, you know, no stopping. There's no stopping for this man. No stopping here. My spidey senses are telling me you're getting a Great One this stream. See, that's what people said the last 2 times and it happened. So there's no way it could happen 3 times in a row, right? There's no way. She's a little bit over 2.5, Jetter. Little bit over 2.5 years old. Amanda, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Enjoy all of the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channels, scrapped uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. Okay, so that's one we can shoot. It's this guy in the back that we gotta leave. That little feller. Okay, we got him. Took a couple extra shots, but he'll go down. No clue, Huckabuck, no clue. I don't really, pay attention too much to when other people are going live. Get a super troll because too many super airs. Hey, man, you know, I wouldn't mind a super troll because that's still a big trophy, you know? Like, it's still a cool trophy. I'd be fine with a super troll. How's it going, Jen? You don't have to ask me to say hi to you. Just talk in chat, and it's likely that I'll eventually respond to one of your messages. Just got my first great one like 2 weeks ago. Nice, Crank Bros. That's awesome. Killed a level 3 whitetail troll. That sucks, Slim Goat. That sucks, man. Hopefully next time you kill one, it's going to make diamond for you. If I've not seen a diamond in all of my reserves, what should I do? Keep hunting. That's really all you can do, man. Just keep hunting. Prioritize shooting the biggest animals in each group, and eventually you'll get a diamond. A lot of it really just is putting in time and, like, hunting as efficiently as you can while you're putting in that time. And depending on how long you've been playing the game, like, as you play more and more, you're going to understand everything more and more. You're going to learn more and more about, you know, how to get animals faster. How to get so many diamonds in such a short time on fallow deer. I use herd management. Herd management is essentially just like stacking the map up with low levels to make the remaining ones spawn larger more often. So, think of it this way. I've got 37 zones of fallow deer. I have made sure that I've found every single zone that I've got on this map, and out of 37 zones, about 70% of the males in those zones are level 2s or small level 3s. And because of that, the remaining, like, 10 to 15 fallow deer that I'm shooting come back as big 4s, big 5s, etc. way more often. Well, that's new. That's a new 2. That's a new 2. I kind of want to leave it for a couple of rotations just to see what it does. Let's just leave it there for a little bit, see if it makes things go crazy. Yes, I do manage down the solos. Not every single solo, because there's a lot of them and they're a hassle, but a lot of them I try to. Oh, there we go. We got a 5. Level 5 going down. Them there fallow deer. What's up, Metal Man? I think wood duck are coming in the next map. I have no clue, man. I'd love to see wood duck. I really would. I think they'd be really awesome. But I don't know. It's hard to say what we'll get in the next one. How can I tell if something's going to be a diamond? Just knowledge of the species, really. After a while, you start to memorize the score requirements for diamond. You memorize the max level of the animal that you're hunting for. You memorize, you know, what different racks will look like. That way, when you see them, you have a better idea of if it's going to be a diamond or not. A lot of it really does just come down to experience in terms of knowing what is going to be a diamond before you shoot it. Oh, yeah, I always try to, Slim Goat. I always try to make as many, Oh, my headset just beeped. I'm assuming I turned my head too fast and it lost signal. It was like, whoa, what's he doing? Can you guys hear it when my headset beeps? I'm assuming no, because it's probably, like, built into the headset, but just making sure you guys don't hear the beeping whenever it, like, gets a weak connection or runs out of battery. No? Okay, good. Good. That'd be annoying if it could be heard on stream. Well, there's a troll right there. That is a guaranteed troll, pretty much. Because that rack does not make it. deep. You have 23 great ones? Nice, Jennifer. That's awesome. You love to see it. There we go. Popping her with the good old 303. Honestly, such an underrated rifle. I feel like nobody uses it nowadays, and it's such a powerhouse for its class range. Yep, didn't make it. As I figured. 303 is a ton of fun. Can you please answer the question? What do you mean, Jen? There's 300 people in chat with you right now. What question are you referring to? Because there's so many messages that I can't possibly see all of them. And hunt at the same time. And read Twitch chat at the same time. Come on, man. Give me a break. Can we see videos from you, I Buy Flinter and Lady, and early access for the new map? Dude, I hope it's soon, man. I hope it's soon. I would love it if we could get some like new content of any kind in the game soon. Because I feel like, though a lot of people love the dog DLC, it wasn't like a very good thing to make content on for a super long time. Like, after you've done a couple videos using the new dog, it's like, well, all the videos are just going to be the same, you know? So I really do hope we get something new, whether it's a weapon pack, a new map, or like a gear pack again, or like a vehicle, or really anything, man. Just something. Something new. I just want something new. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button on YouTube. It's a massive help in pushing the streams out to new viewers. And it only takes like 2 seconds. Yo, what's up, Brooke? How's it going? Yo, Kraken! What's up, man? What's Kraken? I'll stop. I'm sorry. I had to. I had to. I couldn't resist. We're not getting as many diamonds this grind as we normally do. We're on kind of a slower grind so far. Trying to get my first crit in Fallow. Love your videos. Also, what's max score for Grizzlies? Okay, so for Grizzly, I'm not 100% sure because I've only killed like 2 diamond Grizzly. And I don't hunt them that often. I'm sure somebody in chat probably knows the max score for Grizzly. That was like a 1786 joke. Oh, man, Raymond. Hey, man, sometimes, you know, sometimes I have to come through with a banger joke, you know? This was not the time, but, you know, sometimes I got to. Get out to me, zones, level 2. What are you doing, man? How dare you be a level 2? Possibly a great one on your map? I don't believe so, no, because it's been kind of slow on diamonds ever since the beginning of the grind. Now, keep in mind, when I say slow on diamonds, I mean compared to, like, the previous grind. The previous grind, we were getting a diamond every 10 kills. This time, it's more like every 23. Which is still way above average because we're using herd management, but it's low for us. And I'm wondering why. I am very much wondering why. Nah, I didn't, Andrew. Not on that one. Holy crap. Conops, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs on Twitch. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. I gotta know, why was that so loud, though? That was so loud. Oh, gosh. I gotta adjust the volume. I gotta adjust the volume on that. That was ear piercing. Thank you so much, though, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Hunter Wild, thank you for the follow, man. Holy crap. All right. There we go. I don't know if I fixed the sound at all, but it might still be ear piercing. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, though. I really appreciate it. Why do you get in the blind? Because it works the same way as a tripod stand. And the reason that you use it is to reduce hunting pressure. Another little feller. What is going on? Everything's tiny. Let's just shoot this 2 that spawned last run. We don't want him in our main zone anyway. Thank you guys for all the follows over on Twitch. Really appreciate it. I mean, he's hit twice. Oz, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Here's the micro. Talk to us. How you been? I've been good, man. I've been good. It was as rough as it was, like, not having power for a couple of days. It was kind of nice to get a little break, you know, do some stuff outside, even though, like, the stuff outside was, like, walking on ice for miles and then falling on it. But, you know, fresh air is fresh air. Oh, man. But yeah, it's been an interesting few days. It really has. I mean, I already mentioned a lot of what's been going on in the last video. But yeah, that ice storm was crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. And a lot of Oregon's been getting hit with it. And in fact, a lot of the US has been getting ice. Yeah, this is the first time in probably over 10 years that we've had over 2 inches of ice on the ground. To the point where, like, every single tree was just losing limbs left and right. There was full trees falling down everywhere just due to the weight of the ice. Just crazy, man. Just crazy. Yeah, I'm just happy that, Bree's mom lives close, so we were able to stay there for the nights that we were out of power. That way we didn't freeze to death. So that was really good. Even Texas. Yeah, Texas is getting hammered as well, man. A lot of the US is getting hit pretty hard with ice and snow and just cold temps in general. It's crazy. 229 kills into the grind now, by the way. Do it, Chocolate Fire. It can be a lot of fun, man. Honestly, I've found that one of the best ways to keep interest or to, like, regain interest in a game like Call of the Wild is to, like, approach it differently. Like, you know, whenever I get tired of doing something, like, if I get tired of grinding, I'll just go casually hunt around in multiplayer for a little bit, or I'll hunt for an animal that I don't typically go for, or I'll use a gun that I don't normally use. That type of stuff can help a lot, and then also just, like, adding some goals to your hunt. Like, having some goals to work towards helps a lot. That bullet went to the right. Oh no. How did that happen? How did that happen, man? Where did we hit her? Okay, somebody on Twitch clip that. I need to review that. Somebody clip that. Because I want to see, did that hit to the right of where I was aiming? Wind? The wind should not affect a bullet that much, though. And usually it doesn't. That's the thing. Don't claim it. It won't matter, Chiefs. Like, not claiming it isn't going to change anything. Looked like you aimed just straight at her. No, I didn't aim at her. There was a buck in front of her. There was a buck in front of her. That one that we just killed. He was in front. What? Wait. Hold up. That is... Okay. Yeah, I'll check the clip. Let me check the clip. I'm so confused. Unless I mistook the doe for, like, the front of the buck, but I don't think I did because the coloration's different. Wolf Eat Sheep, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hey, Crow, third management of Red Deer, do you have to manage all your zones down below 5 or just exterior? I've stacked about 4 level 9s. Let me reread that again. I'm trying to, like, pull this up as well. You have to manage all of your zones. So the goal is to manage down 70% or more of your entire population of males of that species. And so, like, obviously in your main grinding zones, you don't want to manage down every single one of them because you want to be, like, rotating on them, right? All right, let me review this clip real quick. Yes, oh my gosh. Yeah, I aimed at the buck. Wow. That's crazy. And it's not even like this just barely went to the right, like go in this view. So the buck was like, I aimed about here, the buck was in front of her right here. I aimed about here and it hit over there. And the thing is, the wind should not affect a bullet that much. Not that much. I mean, it's a 300 Magnum round, man. What's up, Dorth? I almost called you Dorth. What's up, Darth? What's up, Darth? It's because I read the word horns in your sentence, right as I said Darth, so I almost said Dorth. Oh, man. Good old Dorth Sloan, man, apparently. Oh, man. Yeah, that was strange. I'm not sure why it went that far to the right. Not sure why, but it is what it is. It happens. 300 might be off. Maybe. Maybe. We'll have to test it again. We'll have to test it again and see. It could have been like a one-off thing as well. Thank you, Steelers. Dude, I'm glad that you like the videos. Your Xbox Fallow grind broke somehow. Your population got reset. Lost 5 diamonds I was stacking. Ooh, that sucks, man. That really sucks. Let's see right here. We're gonna aim. Let's make sure that we're completely still when we do this. Okay, so to test the wind a little bit, when he lifts his head, we're going to aim right there. I shot right above the leg so we can easily tell. I'm just curious if that was a one-off thing or if the wind actually does affect it that much. Because if the wind affects it that much, that's crazy. Oh, nice, Jenna, nice. Hey, nothing wrong with some Medved Moose, you know. You've been called worse? Yes, true, true. True, Sloan. How you been, man? I hope you've been doing good. In Iowa, you have 2 feet of snow right now. That's crazy, Kale. I can't tell. Is that like a couple inches to the right of where I aimed? Hold up. You guys might be onto something. The 300 might be shooting to the right a little bit. Because I aimed like right here. So that might have been a combination of wind and a slight inaccuracy. You know, the only way to really tell is to go to the shooting range. Let's go to the shooting range on Hirschfelden real quickly. Where's Hirschfelden? There's Hirschfelden. I'm very curious, man. I'm very curious. Wind doesn't have effect on bullets, though, I think. See, I've heard mixed reviews on that, right? I've heard people say that it does, and I've heard a lot of people say that it doesn't, so I really don't know. I feel like it has to a little bit, but I don't think it should affect it super much, like a super large amount. Okay. Now, the wind is blowing to the left here. Let's put this to 300 meters. And then here to 300. We'll aim dead center. It went to the right. I held to the left of the bullseye that time. Dead center of the bullseye, and it went right. Wow. Okay, so there is slight inaccuracies, I think. Let's go prone so that we don't go off target at all. Maybe we'll switch scopes as well. It could also be the scope. That felt like it was more on. Maybe it's the scope. I think it's the scope, maybe. Yeah, because it's still slightly right. Because I aim dead center there. It's a little bit to the right. I think it might be the scope. That was dead center again. Went right. That time I was right, and it went a little bit further right. It's just like a tiny bit. It's not much. But then again, the wind is blowing in the opposite direction. I think it definitely is going to the right a tiny bit. Like a very slight amount, but because like I had such a small gap to shoot through, I just completely missed the male and hit the doe behind him. So I'm glad that we got to the bottom of that. I actually might want to clip this and make a bug report on it, because that is very interesting, man. Very, very interesting. Andrew, thank you for the super chat, dude. You think you're used to the Argus from Moose? No, definitely not, because I use the Hyperion more than the Argus. And I mean, I've shot 232 fallow now with the Hyperion since my last Moose grind. It was definitely shooting a little bit right. And I think just because I barely had like a gap to shoot the male, I think that like 2 inches... 2 inches is just enough to screw things up and make it miss that male completely because of how small the gap I was shooting through. How many kills into the grind? 233 now. Colton, stop spamming my chat, please. You're not going to get an answer by asking the same question repeatedly. Like, that's not the way to get an answer. It's just obnoxious. Hugga T, what's up, dude? L300. I mean, I love the 300. I just gotta, you know, be aware of the little issues that it's got. It's going good, NASCAR shorts. Holding them like nothing. Oh, yeah. 300 Magnum is insane. Oh, no worries, Z3. What's up, man? Hey, Mac, how's it going? That time I purposely aimed further back to make sure we wouldn't hit the female. What's my favorite gun? Probably the 308 AR. I'd say it's got to be the 308. Such a fun gun. Such an effective gun. Okay, they don't want to show up. Appreciate it, Maxim. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully we didn't screw things up here. Oh. Like those shots. Whoops. Okay, we recovered. We recovered eventually, man. Do I hate any of the guns? The 45 Colt revolver. It's the 410/45, and oof, I just do not like it. Scarecrow with the aimbot. Oh yeah, those are some. Dude, I aimbotted that hill like so well, like that ground in front of it. Just bullet went straight to it, like yo. What should I do if my zones disappeared while herd managing? I've never had that happen. Now, when you say your zone disappeared, do you mean that, like, you shot a solo animal out of a zone and it disappeared? Because that'd be normal. Or do you mean, like, an entire herd just disappeared for no reason? I'd say it depends on if that's what you want, Huckabuck. It depends on if that's what you're wanting to do, you know? I'd hate to be the deciding factor as to whether or not someone cuts their hair or leaves it, you know? Lone Wolf with the 39 months as a member. Holy crap. 39 months is crazy. 39 months is absolutely wild. That is a long time, man. That is a long, long time. That's crazy. No, Steelers. I don't switch maps ever. I just go to the main menu. Because it works the same way. I have no clue, Atomic B. No clue. I just went on to Epidemic Sound and searched up through their trap category. Just dug through their rap category and found ones that sounded half decent. 3 years and 6 months is crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's wild. Hunting saltwater croc, found a diamond, and 16 minutes later got a piebald one. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. Love to see it. Do Banteng drink on the south part of the coast? Not all the way down, but a little bit below the like river. Little bit below it, but not all the way. Getting an insane lack of diamonds this grind, man. Like an insane lack of them compared to our previous HM grinds. Nox, thank you for the 18 months, dude. Welcome back. Yeah, that's one of the ones that we've been leaving. $239. Why do I go to the main menu? It's to get the animals to get back to their zones faster. And if there's any animals that haven't respawned yet, they typically will when you go to the main menu and then enter the game again. How many times did it take me to set up my grind? Well, I mean, it's not a matter of, like, how many times. It's a matter of, like, how long. Like, I only made one attempt to set up a grind here. It's just a matter of, like, you know, setting up all your tents, finding all your zones, if you're herd managing, you know, managing down the map, that type of stuff. I mean, most of the time to get a grind to, like, the state that I've got it in now, I easily spend over 100 hours. Please stop spamming, Churros. Please stop spamming, man. I've already got a full series on that. If you would have just looked through, like, my different playlists, you would have found it. It's, like, one of the most recent ones. Most of the time, you can just type in exactly what you're wanting and then just put, like, Scarecrow the Hunter in the same, like, search, and it's going to likely pop up if I've got one. There's a 5, finally. Nice, 3 of them. What's up, Flanky? How you doing? How long does the Great One grind usually take? It can take a variety of different time frames. Oh, there we go. 2 males here. Well, maybe shooting the female paid off. We now have 1 buck more than normal here. One of the rare occasions where we actually did get an extra male here. Holy. Nice, Flanky, nice. 265, holy. Let's go. He thick. Bro is thick. What is my dream Great One Fallow? I already got my dream Great One Fallow, actually. It's the fabled Mocha Blade Rack. That was the combo I wanted the most, and we got it on, I think, our 7th or 8th Great One Fallow. One of the few occasions where I actually got the exact combo that I was looking for. It's fine, Kai. Just let moderators handle it. You don't gotta keep, you know, saying it. Do you have any tips on grizzly bear hunting? Sadly, no, I don't. I'm not really much of a grizzly bear hunter. I have a couple grizzly bear videos that show off a little bit of, like, information on them. So if you just type in Scarecrow grizzly bear. I do have one that's semi-recent. It'll at least, like, show you a few locations to hunt them and stuff. Holy crap. Grotesque, thank you for becoming a legendary crow on YouTube. Holy crap, man. Legendary crow is crazy. Thank you so much, man. That is crazy. That is, like, mega generous. Mega generous. How's the grind going? It's going good. Going quite well as of now. How far is that? 250? Okay, I very well could have just not hit it because of the fact that I was 0 to 150. Not gonna lie though, 300 acting mad weird. How much is Legendary Crow? I think that's the $20 tier if I'm not mistaken. There's another male. What the? Where was he? Huh? This has been the most interesting fallow hunt we've ever done. Like, no joke. It's been an interesting one. Can I try console for a vid? No, because that would require me to get, like, an entire console setup going. And to do it just for one vid, that seems like it wouldn't be the best, like, use of money. Because I don't play console. Like, I don't really have an interest in playing console, aside from the Nintendo Switch, because you get a lot of games that you can't get anywhere else on there. But no, I'm not going to buy a console and, like, all that stuff for one video. Especially when it's something that I don't really have too much interest in doing. Because I just don't have fun playing Call of the Wild on controller. I really don't. It just wouldn't make sense for me to buy an entire, like, new system just to do one video. Nice, 2 more down. Have I ever played on console? Yeah, I've played once or twice on Call of the Wild. On, like, other people's consoles, but not my own. And I grew up playing, like, PlayStation 2, but, yeah, I haven't, like, mained console in a long, long time. Pretty much the second I got a PC, I didn't really ever play console after that. Aside from, like, just with friends here and there when I'd go to their place or, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, you can hook up a controller to your PC. You can, indeed. I've done it once or twice here on Call of the Wild, hooked up a controller. But it was like way before I became a YouTuber. And yeah, it's just, it's not nearly as easy to control as mouse and keyboard for me. Mouse and keyboard, I can snap to stuff so quickly. Okay, nothing there for us to smoke. I think my headset battery's dying. I need to plug it in. There we go. It kept beeping. Usually that means it's low on battery. Do I even see your comments? When I see them, Fortnite guy. You gotta remember, there's 383 people watching the YouTube stream right now. And at least 100 of them are talking in chat. It's tough for me to see everything. If I miss your message, it's not personal. Which is also why, like, some of the moderators and other members are helping answer your questions as well, because I can't see all of them. It's just impossible to play and see every comment. The mic's messed up? No, I think it's fine. I don't see it bugging out. You might want to refresh your YouTube, because YouTube sometimes bugs out. You heard that noise? Was it just like a little, like, quick thing? What's he doing? Okay. Put him out of his misery. That thing's possessed. Yeah, Raymond, exactly. Exactly. Hey, Evan, what's up, man? Hey, Miz. What do I play on? I play on PC. That was a weird deer, man. A weird deer. Super strange. Yo, what's up, Sam? Sorry, I didn't, I don't think I said hi to you when you first popped in. What's going on, Sam? I hope you're doing good. Yes, Legendary Spring Roll. I stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, pretty much every time I go live. That is a lot of antlers right there, because they all bunched up. Come on. The mic is, like, super bass boosted. It's definitely not. I haven't changed anything on my mic. I have not changed anything on it. I did a firmware update today for my mic, but I didn't change any of the settings. They're still the same as when I as before, you know? Like, they're still the exact same. I even just double-checked. They're the exact same. Nothing's changed on my mic. Is it possible that maybe, like, you changed some settings recently? Or, like, changed headphones or something? Because, yeah, I don't think anything sounds different as far as I can tell. Yeah, maybe, Colin. No, I don't believe so, Eric. I don't believe so. I think the record we hit was like 1,500 for Way of the Hunters release. Was it 1,200 or 1,500? It was something like that, but that was the craziest, like, numbers we've ever seen on the channel was during the Way of the Hunter early access. That's just because everybody was super interested to see what that game had to offer. It was crazy times, man. Hey, Cooper, you haven't missed too much aside from a couple of diamonds. What's the longest fallow grind I've had? Like, what, 2,100 kills? It was either 2,100 or 2,200.
Oh my God.
How many kills are we into the grind? 255 currently. Does stacking diamonds help spawn a great one? No, it's not going to help you spawn a great one. It just helps you get low levels faster. Which is why that once you manage down the rest of your map, it's good to immediately kill off all those diamonds. Because, like, you don't want the diamonds to be pushing down the scores of your respawns after you've already shot down the map. The diamonds, you only stack them to help shoot down the zones that you don't like. It's to help you manage down the rest of the zones. Then once you've managed them down, you kill all the diamonds, and then the respawns from the diamonds, you just rotate on repeatedly, and that's going to be the ones that you grind for the rest of your grind. Alright, later, Quate. Thank you for dropping in. What do I want as my next fallow great one? If I could pick any of the ones that I don't have, I would choose the typical rack mocha. Or a typical rack silver, probably. Because that's one that I don't have. Screwed up a diamond goat. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, my dude. Oh. Dropped him. Kill count 257. No, it's fine, D3. You're far from the worst, man. You're far from the worst. You made a mistake once. It is what it is, man. We've moved on at this point. If I got another map, which should I get? I have Emerald Coast, SRP, Revontuli, Yukon, and Savannah. If you like Great One hunting, Tiawaroa is a really good option. You just want like a fun map to hunt around on that's got a lot of good species. Let me read those again, like which ones you already have. I would say... yeah, out of the ones that you don't have, probably either Rancho or Tiawaroa. Like, Tiawaroa is great for Great One grinding. Rancho has a lot of fun hunting for, like, mule deer and bighorn and pheasant and things like that. I'd say one of those. Probably Tiawaroa, if I'm being honest, though. Because Tiawaroa is also a great map for just hunting around for whatever, you know? It's a pretty solid map in general. Plentiful animals as well. Like, it's a very, very, heavily populated map, to say the least. They need to add a Great One mule deer. I 100% agree. That'd be amazing. It'll count 258. What is the best map overall? That question is going to have a different answer depending on who you ask. Because it really is like a subjective thing. Everybody's going to feel a little bit differently about what the best map is. Instead, I'll give you my favorite map. My favorite map is Emerald Coast. And because it's my favorite, you know, personally, I'm going to think it's the best one. What map am I hunting on? We're currently hunting on Tiawaroa. Hey, Brayden, how's it going? Do you think there's a chance for 2 great ones since EW didn't release one in November? I doubt it. I doubt we'll get 2 at the same time. Because we already know that we're going to be getting a map. And I feel like they just would not have enough time to work on 2 great ones and a map at the same time while also having released the dog in December, which is apparently like a pretty big thing to make, you know, a new dog. So I don't know. I don't think we'll get 2 great ones, no. I think we'll probably just get 1. I had some people telling me that they did confirm on stream that a new great one is being made. If you guys could correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think I saw a few people in chat last time I streamed saying that EW said it on one of the streams recently. I might be wrong there, though, because I didn't get a chance to actually watch it myself. There we go. 262. Just saw your video of the 28 kill great one. Cooper, that was one of the craziest things I've ever had happen. My fastest grind of all time. Like, absolutely fastest grind ever. 252. Let's go. We finally got another diamond. Diamond number 3 of the day. Let's go. Can't wait till we get a new great one. Me too, man. It's been way too long. It's been way too long. Like, I want something new to go after. I want a new great one to chase. Dude, you know what? Shooting that doe by accident might have been the greatest thing that's ever happened to us. We've got an extra male here now every single time. Oh, I shot the female. Back out. I shot the doe. Oh, gosh. That could have been bad. You know, shooting 1 extra doe is fine, you know, but if we had shot another, who knows what would have happened? Because we can't get a 3rd buck in a herd. I've never seen a herd of fallow with more than 2 bucks. Aside from, like, solos, obviously. What? Wait, what? Did that bullet go through him? I was 0 to 300 and it's only 220 away. How? I think that went to the left. What's up with the 300 today? I feel like it's just not cutting it. What is happening? Oh well. Moving on. Alright, so let's keep track of it. I aimed on the crease of the shoulder for that one. Let's see if it hits behind the crease. Or if it hits like in front of it. Why is it bad to shoot a female? It's just certain scenarios. Like, it's not like overall bad to shoot a female deer. It's just because of the way this zone is set up. And because of, like, how these grinds have gone in the past for me, I try to avoid it. Because I've had situations where shooting one of the does has caused, like, a couple does that I had killed previously that just hadn't respawned. Because I know sometimes the does just don't respawn for a long time after you shoot them. Like, you won't have a doe pop up anywhere else until you've shot a couple more of them. And then after you've shot a couple more, sometimes it'll take like 1 or 2 of your males from your main zones, and instead of respawning where they normally would, they'll like combine with those does and create a brand new zone. And then you've got to go find a brand new zone. So I try not to do it. And I've had situations also where like the doe and the buck swapped with like each other's places. And because that zone already has 2 bucks, And fallow deer never have more than 2 in a herd. For males, at least. Like, that doe wasn't going to get swapped with a buck. So the only thing it could have done is either respawn in the same place, which is like what they most of the time do. But it could have also ended up doing what I said earlier, combining with other ones and making a new herd. So yeah, it's not overall terrible to shoot a female. It's just like specific scenarios, like in a grind like this. And also, like, it's because it's in, like, one of my good zones. This is one of my main zones. If it was in, like, another zone, I wouldn't care. Got a 269 fallow. Is that rare like a 270? Yes, 269 is still very tough to get. That's very, very tough to get. You know what? Somebody said that maybe we should try the Argus instead on the 300. I'm going to try it. Also, I forgot to look at that fallow buck to see where we hit it. Oh, well. I've got 66 of them in total, Elite Soldier. You want an Oklahoma map? That could be interesting, Easy Outdoors. I don't think they'll do any more, like, US maps, though. Because last couple times they've done a US map, people complained a lot. Are tripods and ground blinds you are using PC exclusive? No, they're on all platforms. The ground blind that I'm using is from the Duck and Cover DLC. So if you have the Duck and Cover DLC, then you'll get access to these as well. And the tripods are part of the, I think it's called like the Tree Stand and Tripod Pack or something like that. US is good for hunting, that's why? Yeah, it's great for hunting. And I personally don't have a problem with them doing, like, more United States maps. To me, it's all about the individual location and how good the location is. I don't really care where a map is located, as long as it's a good map. Like, if we got 3 more Australia maps, I would not care that they're all from the same, like, area, as long as we got, like, different animals on all of them, and the terrain and foliage and all that type of stuff was different. As long as it's got a bunch of differences and it's still a good map, I don't really care where it's located. Because to me, it's more about how much enjoyment I get out of it than, you know, where the map's located. Like, sure, I'd love to get another Africa map. I'd love to get an Asia map. I'd love to get, you know, British Columbia map or, like, a Texas game ranch map. But if they just randomly threw in, like, let's say, a second Mexico map, right? But they added some of the species that we wished Rancho would have had, like the Aoudad, the Coos deer, things like that, I would be so happy. I'd be like, yes, we finally got some of the species that we wanted when Rancho released. I just want more great ones. Give us a great one update with like 5 at once. That'd be crazy. Could you imagine 5 great ones in one update? Honestly, I'm kind of glad they don't do that just because I wouldn't know where to start. I'd be so, like, torn on where to start if they added 5 at once. Now, I could get behind them doing 2 great ones at once. That's a little bit more manageable. But adding 5 at once, like, it would take so long to even get to all of them. Oh yeah, very overwhelmed. It'd be crazy. Yeah, I liked the system they had going where we got a new great one every 6 months. I feel like that was perfect. Because by the time everybody got tired of the last great one, a new one was just around the corner. It is quite unfortunate they didn't release a great one in December. Because now we're in a weird state where we've hunted all of the great ones in the game quite a bit. And, like, I just want something new. I mean, at this point, they could release, like, a great one quail, and I'd be happy just because we got a new great one. I'd be like, yes, something different. Three down? Okay, that was the only bucks there. Hey, 09, what's up, man? What's my favorite great one? My favorite great one is the Great One Moose. I think a Great One Kangaroo would be sick. They could just make it all ripped and muscular. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. And I think a lot of people would be happy if we did get a Great One Kangaroo. Because the kangaroo are a very popular species on Emerald Coast. And they would make an awesome Great One. That was a wonky fallow there. How do I feel about a Great One Elk? I would love it. Again, that's another one that I have been wanting for a while now. If they added a new map with wood duck, beaver, and squirrels, that'd be great. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And that's, again, like something that would likely be a United States map. And even though a lot of people get tired of US maps, and you know, at this point, I'd prefer they do other places as well. If they released a US map that had wood duck, beaver, and squirrels, you can't tell me that you wouldn't be at least a little bit excited for it, because those are all species we've wanted for a while. I've seen so many people request all three of those species. A Great One raccoon. That'd be a crazy great one. And it'd be a super insane challenge. You'd be so excited. Me too, Hunter. I'd be really happy. Sorry, I'm not sure what play a hoe to me out means, Steve. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. Great One Bison, thoughts? Great One Bison could be cool if they did it right. Like, they'd have to make it super unique like they did the bear. Because I do feel like it is tougher to make, like, horned animals and, like, non-antlered animals, predators. It's tough to make those as interesting as an antlered Great One. So they'd have to get super creative like they did with the bear. Which I have no doubt that they could. That's a 5. That's our biggest 5 of the day. And that's the one we leave. That thing's pretty much a guaranteed diamond because I believe that is Big Rack. Yes, new fur types for the Great One Red Deer is a must for the future, in my opinion. Because, yeah, it's only got one fur type right now. It's got 4 different racks, but 2 of them look very similar to the other 2, so it's like... Yeah, Red Deer definitely needs the most love in terms of existing Great Ones. You think a Great One Crocodile would be easy? I don't know if it would be easy, no. I don't think any Great One is easy, you know? There we go. Well, the diamonds are picking up a little bit. We're starting to get a few more than what we were at the beginning. These last 2 have popped up way quicker. Does the Great One have to be on a free map like all the others? I don't think they'll do that forever. They're doing it with these first ones to make sure that there's a lot of, you know, a lot of Great Ones for people that buy the base game. Like, they don't want to lock anything out of the base game in terms of Great Ones. But I'm pretty sure in the past they've said that eventually they'll have to branch out. Like, so many of the DLC species would just be the coolest Great Ones, and they're some of the most highly requested Great Ones. Stuff like mule deer. Stuff like, you know, now the kangaroo and the croc. Things like Rocky Mountain elk. Mountain lion. You know, like, there's a lot of animals that are only on DLC maps that are very highly requested as Great Ones. So I think eventually they have to branch out. It's just a matter of when. Honestly, what I think they should do, and I've talked about this in previous streams, like, a couple years ago, probably. Maybe like a year and a half ago, actually. Where I think what they need to do is do, like, you know, like a Great One species on Medved, but make Medved a free map. Medved was the very first DLC map they did. Just make it so that Medved is now a free DLC instead of a paid DLC since it's the oldest one. And then that opens up a bunch of new species that could potentially be made as a great one without having to lock anything behind a paywall. So I think that's something they could do, and I do think it would be received quite well. And because it's such an old map and they've already like lowered the price on it a couple times, and it's, you know, one of the cheaper maps to buy, I don't think they'd be losing too much revenue. And if anything, it would bring a lot of people to the game because they could just make it a big event, you know? They could be like, you know, get Medved for free starting now, and maybe do like a free weekend on Steam where people can get the game for free for a short amount of time, you know? There's ways that they could really... I hit the stand. I hit the stand. Okay, well, we're gonna get that 5 next time, I guess. But, like, there's ways that they could work around the issue of having a great one on a DLC map. And I think it'd just be awesome to do, like, a great one reindeer. And then make Medved free. And make a whole big deal about it. Make it a big event. I think it would help the game out a lot. And it would also help the players out a lot. Because there'd be like another map that's accessible without purchasing anything. No, it's not that I've been thinking about this super hard, Raymond. It's that I've talked about this probably like 10 times throughout the last 2 years. Every time it's brought up in chat, you know? I've had to answer the question so many times that I've just got, like, my thoughts down already, you know? There's that there. I think we'll drive over there and grab him. Is there a great one, bighorn sheep? There isn't, but that'd be a crazy great one. I mean, have you seen how big the diamond bighorn sheep are? Could you imagine a great one, bighorn sheep? That'd be crazy. He'd be like one of the most oversized great ones in the entire game. It would be wild. Travis, thank you for the 14 months, man. Yeah, tragic. Oh yeah, for sure. Like a Texas game ranch would be an awesome idea for a map. Like, that's why it's been my #1 want for probably 2-3 years at this point. I've always just thought that that'd be so cool because there's so much freedom that they would have in terms of like design choices. They really could just design it however they want, picking from a massive list of species that Texas game ranches typically have. And because it's a video game, it doesn't matter that it's a ranch, right? There's no question of ethics if it's in a video game. So I really do think that they should do it at some point. Clicked out of my scope by accident. Love to see it. Hey, Jessica, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Imagine a manager mode where you control the game ranch. That'd be crazy. Oh, that's a fantastic idea. I don't know if they'd be able to add it to Call of the Wild just because of how old this game is and... like, how many bugs that pop up when they do just, like, small updates? I couldn't imagine, like, adding an entire new mode. But, man, it'd be a cool idea. Maybe that's an idea for a new game. Maybe they could make a new game where you're the manager of a game ranch. Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine, like, if... oh, that's actually an insane idea the more I think about it. Picture this, right? This would be like an entire, like, hunting economy run by the players, essentially. A game where you create your ranch, right? Like, you design it. You can choose, like, what goes on it. You can choose every aspect of it. And then you can make those huntable by other players. And, like, the way that you would hunt in the game is by selecting from, like, let's say, a list of different... It would have to be a fully online game. Like, it would not work offline. But you'd be able to select from a list of, like, ranches managed by other players, and you could go for a hunt on there, right? That would be pretty sick. Only great ones and you grind for level 1s. Oh, man. Well, I'm talking about, like, in the context of a brand new game, not as a Call of the Wild game mode, as a brand new game. And so it's hard to say, like, how it could be designed, but man, that'd be such a fun idea. You know, American Marksman kind of has, like, a similar type of thing to what I'm talking about. They don't have, like, game ranches that you can create or anything, but when you, like, design your map and you set up all your stands and stuff on there, like, you can allow other people to hunt on there so they can use, like, all of your equipment and stuff, and you don't even have to be on the map. You can just click a button that allows people to play on your map whenever they want. Which is pretty cool. $286 kills. Let's go. Bear, thank you for the super chat, man. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing good as well. Only bad thing is that Texas ranches look exactly like Rancho. Yeah, I'm not too worried about, like, maps looking similar as long as they're good, like I said. They can... I know I said earlier, like, I prefer they look different, but, I mean, if the animals are so good that you don't even, like, care that the maps look similar, then I'd be perfectly fine with that as well. Like, if they did a Texas game ranch, there'd be so many exotic animals that they could choose from that I don't think many people would care about what the map looks like. I think they'd just be excited to hunt, like, African antelope species and, like, Pierre David's deer in the same place, you know? It would be kind of crazy. Hey, Carter, how's it going? How much money do you have? 18.5 million. Keep in mind, for anybody that doesn't know, that's almost 7 hours, or not 7 hours, that's almost 7,000 hours of playtime throughout the years, so, and lots of grinding. You know what's crazy? I know at least 10 people in the community that are, like, content creators that have more money than me. I'm pretty sure iBuy has over 20 million. From all that bear grinding, man. All that bear grinding. And red deer grinding. And he also doesn't spam time resets like I do. iBuy's got 30 plus. Sheesh. That's insane. Yeah, Flinter's got like 29 mil. I'm sure that people like Lady probably have a lot as well. Why doesn't he spam the time resets? I don't know, to be honest. I've never asked him why he doesn't. Like, for me, there's nothing there, so I just reset the time. And now they're here. And there's that 5 we missed last time. We can actually shoot him now. Okay, nothing else? Finally, we got to take him down. Snakehead, thank you for the super chat, man. What animals would you like to see on a Texas map? So because of the fact that I'd like to see a Texas game ranch in particular, the ones that come to mind immediately is the stuff like the Pierre David's deer, the Watusi cattle. That is a diamond. Let's go ahead and add that diamond to the counter. What are they called? There's a couple of sheep that I'd really like to see. I think it's the blue sheep and the red sheep. And then white stags, which is like a color mutation for red deer, where they always reproduce with like a white fur, but they're not albino. It's basically like leucistic. But I think it's classified as something different, which is why they're called like white stags. And then they also have white moose, which is the same thing. It's just like a color mutation. And I think really the only places that you can hunt for them is on game ranches. And so they could do some crazy stuff like that. I don't think white moose would be able to be on Texas, though. That's the problem. Maybe I'm thinking of white elk. I might be thinking of white elk. Because I think elk have like a white version as well. Aoudad as well. Yeah, the thing is, I'd like them to backfill Aoudad onto Rancho, though. Like, if they're going to do Aoudad, I'd rather they put it on Rancho than, like, a Texas Game Reserve. You know why half my fallow deer zones just disappeared? No clue, Mr. Outdoors. Were they solos by any chance? Were they solos and then you shot the solos? Because if you shoot a solo, their zone can't stay because there was, like, nothing remaining in it. Oh, 2 5s. Let's go. We actually got 2 5s in one run. Finally. Well, 3 because we missed that one. And then had to shoot him this run. Holy crap. Finally. Finally, we're picking it up. That guy's big too, man. That guy's really nice. I think we got them both. That must have hit too far right, because he's not dying as quick as he should. Okay, all 4 will die. 2 of them, not so quickly, though. What's up, Sam? What map am I on? This is Tiawaroa. Wait, are they there? Nope, they're not there. What's my favorite diamond rack for the moose? I think probably if I had to pick one, it's like that weird, like, short, stubby one that looks similar to the big 300 rack, but it scores like 280s. I love that thing just because you don't see it often and it's really weird. Like, it's a really weird and wonky looking rack. And I absolutely love that. 264. Let's go. Another diamond onto the diamond counter. See if we can get this guy to be a diamond as well. I think it should be a diamond. Whoa, 258's pretty good for this rack. We've got one bigger tax, though. So we're not going to tax that one. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing, Snakehead. Scimitar Oryx was the other one. I couldn't remember the name, but I knew there was, like, one of the Gemsbok-type species. Because Gemsbok are a type of Oryx, I believe. And, yeah, Scimitar... Oh, God. Got a tickle in my throat. Scimitar Oryx was the one I was thinking of that I couldn't remember. It'd be so awesome. Is the 308, or I got the 308 and Silver Ridge Peaks, is that good? Oh, yes, that's fantastic choices. Silver Ridge Peaks is a top 5 map in pretty much everybody's eyes. And the 308 is a really solid rifle for its class range. No, I don't have the typical rack whitetail yet. I still don't have it. How many fallow kills? 295, Cooper. How you doing? What is diamond for fallow? I believe it's $249.99. And no, I'm not trying to sell you something with that price tag number right there. Yeah, I believe it's $249.99. I could be wrong, though. And... R.I.P. my tent, man. R.I.P. the tent. How do we know a zone is shot down? So, like when a zone gets shot down, it's just going to be all low levels. Like it's going to be all the low levels that you're trying to get on your map for that species or whatever. And if it never gets anything else in it, then you know you've shot it down. I would recommend that after you get a zone to become like all the lower levels that you're looking for that species, keep an eye on that zone for like another 10 to 20 runs just to make sure like something wasn't delayed. And like periodically through your grind, if you're not like finished managing things down, it's good to check on everything just to make sure. Yeah, really the only way to know is to just, you know, keep tabs on it after you think it's managed down and just see if anything else pops up. Herd management just involves a lot of keeping track of everything. A lot of making sure that you're checking up on everything early on, especially because the earlier you are in your grind, the more chances that they're going to stray off into other zones. Like once you get to the point that I've got to, because I'm only hunting these zones, they're only spawning back in these zones. But like early on, you're hunting a lot of different zones, so they pop to different areas a lot more often. But after a while, they kind of get settled in when you start hunting less and less zones. Have I messed up a great one? Yes, I spine shot a whitetail deer because it put its head down as I shot with the bow. Like when I took the shot, its head wasn't down. But by the time the arrow reached it, its head was down. And it was big RIP. How do you herd manage your bears? So with the bears, it's a little different. Actually, it's quite different. With bears, you kind of have to work on like sections of the map. Like you'll notice that a lot of times people stick to certain spots of the map because that's where all those bears will respawn. Like for example, if I'm shooting bears in the bottom right, chances are their respawns are going to go to one of those lakes in the bottom right. If I'm hunting the top left, chances are the respawns are going to go somewhere in the top left. But if I'm hunting like all over the map, it's way less predictable. And so I would recommend that with bears, you pick a corner of the map that you like the most where you get a lot of males. And you kind of make that your main area. Top left seems to be the best for most people. And just try to, you know, get all the stacked ones up in that top left and then manage the rest of the map down. That way you only have to grind like one corner once everything is managed down. My grind is not perfectly set up because I did it differently when I started, and then I kind of transitioned into what I've got now. So mine is far from perfect. It's just at a good enough state for me. I'm on Tiawaroa, Carter. Oh, Hio has redeemed the timeout. I still find it hilarious that you can set up on Twitch to where people can like use their points to like spend on a timeout for themselves. That's just so hilarious that Twitch even like gives that as a default option. I've always found it funny. That is hilarious. Yo, what's up, Kraken? Welcome back, man. Don't worry, I'm not going to use the same what's crackin' joke again. I promise. Instead, I'm just going to say, what's poppin', man? How rare is a 214 melanistic whitetail? Any rare that scores gold or higher is pretty rare. Yeah, that's a pretty rare trophy. That's an awesome trophy to get. What gun? This is the 300 Magnum. $302 kills on the grind now. Jeez. Welcome back, Jessica. Great one yet? Nope, no great one today. Do I find all my zones first and then great one grind? No, I don't. I don't. I start shooting them the second I find a zone. Why don't I use the 338 because of 5 bullets? No, the reason that I use the 300 over the 338 for Fallow is because the 300 fires faster, has lower recoil, and less bullet drop. And so to me, it's just better to use the 300 for fallow deer and for moose as well, and whitetail. However, the areas where I make an exception is with red deer because the 338 just gets them down a little bit faster. If you can hit double lung, you can sometimes drop a red deer. And I use it for the bears because same reason. It kills them quicker. But like with fallow deer and whitetail, they're so weak already that a 300 and a 338, there's going to be no difference in kill time. And so I just go with the most accurate, fastest firing gun. Isn't the 338 pretty flat shooting? Not really, no. It's got a lot of bullet drop at range. Especially compared to the 300. 300 is just so much better in terms of how little bullet drop there is. It's a great gun. The new 338's too chunky. It is a chunky beast, isn't it? It is very, very chunky. In my moose grind, I accidentally shot a female with my 2 males, and it left 1 female, and the other 2 males went to a different zone with 2 males. What should I do? I'm using HM. Ooh, jeez. I don't even know. I haven't had that exact scenario happen. I haven't had, like, my 2 males join 2 other males to make a group of 4. That's... First thing I would do before you decide to do anything, go up to that zone. Like, don't shoot anything. Just go up to that zone and pick up the drink zone track. Like, look for the drink zone track on the ground and see if it says 2, 1, or 4, or 3, you know, like... See what number it says on that drink zone track. Then you'll know if it's what you think it is. Like, you'll know if it's a group of 4 now, or if it's 2 groups of 2, or maybe even 4 solos. Like, that's the first thing I would do before, like, you do anything else. Just to make sure that you're good to shoot one of them. Also, flanky. What do you say within like 30 minutes we get to the golf it? I think it's almost time that we do a little bit of golf it. If you guys didn't know, we're going to be doing a golf it stream today on the second YouTube channel as well as Twitch. It's going to be anywhere from like 1 to 2 hours long. There's going to be some fun times with the homies. I think as of now, Flanky is going to be joining. My brother Johnny's going to be joining. Tony said maybe. So Tony might join us. But I'm not 100% sure. But I think it's going to be a fun time. You missed a few diamonds, Human Legend, but nothing else. Just a few diamonds. In fact, we're at 308 kills, so I think that's a good place to leave it off at. I think that's a good place to leave it off at for now. What day is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be doing a longer Call of the Wild stream tomorrow. Because we've got the Great One 4 level 60 account ready to go. Episode 1 airs tomorrow at noon. And then we'll likely be doing some streaming after. I don't know the exact time I'm going to be starting the Call of the Wild stream, but it'll be a longer stream than today. Still getting back into the groove of everything. Got a lot of different, like, content pieces that I've been trying to get back going since we had no power for a couple of days, but we'll get back there slowly. Definitely going to be a longer Call of the Wild stream tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. We're going to go do some golfing on the second channel and Twitch, so if you guys want to see some of that, it's usually quite funny. We're going to be doing that soon, within the next 30 minutes most likely. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then. Peace!